Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of iRacing SuperNitro. We are here at the Monza Oval for race one, which just a very crazy schedule that was created by Ingram for tonight. So, race one is going to be here at Monza. We got race two at Talladega with the 1987 cars. And then race three will be the Euro NASCAR at the Tsukuba 1000 circuit, which is a very short track. There's going to be a lot of bumping and banging there. But for back to the business I have for race one, we're going to be going into see the end of practice. And tonight we're also joined by Aaron May in the booth. Thanks for being in the booth with me, Aaron.
Thank you for having me. Great to be here.
Something going to be a little wild and crazy tonight with us doing some tracks that we have never done before.
Yeah, this is gonna be a wild night. Monza Oval's always a weird one, especially with how the guardrails pokes out in like corner entry on both ends. But I have seen O'Reilly races at Monza Oval before, and believe it or not, I've seen some of the best iRaces on this track with this car. So you could see a good one tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Not a large field for race one, but a decent one considering this is not a track most people have. Got about 10 cars that I think are going to be on the grid. Watching Patrick Connell make his lap. So let's see. We got Patrick Connell in the field. We got Marty Shimela, Cameron Face, Wyatt Blair, Zachary Hoke, and Chase Ingram. Anybody you have your eye on for this race?
I think the favorite for this race is probably Chase Ingram because last time I actually commentated, it was on the Speed Demon Racing Network with Ryan Wayne, and it was, believe it or not, with this combo, and he actually dominated that race. So look at Chase Ingram to be the favorite, and as for like people who can challenge him, Marty Shmela is definitely one, and Cameron Face is another.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see how he manages to try to fight for the win. Okay, there we go. Having a little bit of problems with the overlays on the screen. Finally got that figured out. So watching Chase Ingram try to lay down a qualifying lap, he's very good at these super speedway style qualifying. You see him wrapping the top, trying to get as much momentum as possible going into his fast lap. As he comes out of turn two, you can really see all those bumps down the back straightaway. It's going to be interesting to see how the cars handle this. There's definitely going to be a very high chance of someone getting impaled on a guardrail, unfortunately. Just Mods is one of the goofiest tracks on the sim because it is not really made for what we're using it for at all. Any particular areas you have your eye on for these drivers to watch out for?
Main thing, what I focus on here is avoid the guardrail and keep your car as smooth as possible. It will get loose, especially with these bumps. I consider Monza Oval as the Darlington of super speedways because of how narrow the actual racing groove is. I could compare it to Darlington, but it races like a super speedway. So I call it the Darlington of super speedways.
Yeah, it definitely does have some Darlington-esque characteristics with the narrow groove, a lot of bumps, and it just being a generally feisty track. And Ingram's at the top of the board with his qualifying lap, so he's gonna be a factor. We got
It's
Marty
got a really
Shimela in
good car.
second. Oh, Marty Shimela drifting through one of the corners. I'm not even sure which end of the track he's on. Zachary Hoke in third. Hopefully that's the right way to pronounce that. John Mulea in fifth in that number 13 machine. Looks like we also have Brian Post making an appearance tonight. Whoa, and Wyatt Blair is crashing violently. Gotta be a lot of crashing. Do not expect this race to go green at all. Well, that's going to be the end of qualifying. Getting ready to go into the race. It's not much to talk about right now. Really, just ready to get down to business. You're not able to advance the session as an admin, are you?
I actually can if you want me to.
Well, there's nobody else qualifying, so might as well.
Okay.
I didn't realize you could. Why is everyone always asking me to
Yeah,
do it if I can't see it?
I never do it because I never get the green light too. So
I always forget to turn off my voice chat.
Chase Ingram is the only driver to qualify with a 47.6 lap time. Everyone else has been in the 47.7s or 47.8s and beyond.
I'm not at all
So
shocked
very
by
interesting.
that. When he wants a track or he likes a track, he usually does surprisingly well there. I mean, these guys gotta know. If I was any of the other guys in the field, I would rough him up as soon as possible and just get him out of the way, because you know he's gonna.
Oh.
He's one guy that you're gonna have to work around.
Oh, for sure. He is the favorite in this race, so you've got to find a way around him. You've got to be able to get control quick and keep him on his toes.
Definitely. So 7 cars on the grid now. I guess Brian posted the racing. A little bit more limited with our camera angles because apparently this is a track that nobody likes to make camera packs for. So might be a little bit more Fox camera work than normal. Hopefully we won't miss anything. There's not a lot of cars, which probably means this guy's going to be more wild crazy than normal because there's a lot more open track. Well, the clock winding down, and we're getting ready to go racing here at Monza in Italy. Got Ingram tooting his own horn in the live chat, of course. So 7 cars. Not a great field, but decent considering the track we're doing. I would start spitting off facts about the Monza Oval, like the amount of banking and stuff, but I really do not know a whole lot about this track. You got anything, Aaron?
Not really, though. I have come here in a league a lot of times before. Let's just say it is a thrill ride, to say the least, coming here. So I'm excited. Kind of glad that I'm in the booth for this one. I do enjoy running here, but I'm also kind of glad I'm not down there. I can actually watch these guys, see what they do here.
How long until we have somebody fly into the woods?
Probably lap 1, turn 1.
Oh, so very high confidence in the drivers tonight. Well, there you have it, folks. Aaron May does not have any confidence in any of our drivers.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. There's good drivers in here. They'll probably get past lap 1.
I hope they will. I do give them all a run fast repair, but if you're going to wreck on lap 1 of a 20 lap race, you're going to blow through those real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
row 1 is...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I believe we're... Oh, what is Patrick Connell doing?
I have no idea.
He's wrecking. Why is he wrecking? He fell off the banking. Well, he's gonna get left in the dust because the pace car is about to pull off. No idea what that was about. It doesn't matter because here we go down the front straightaway. Green flag is out of the air. Oh, no, it's not. Where is the restart? Okay, now the green flag is out. We are racing here at Super Nitro at Monza, at the Monza Oval. Side by side for lead, and Ingram gets sideways. Somehow manages to keep it mostly straight. I don't know how that wasn't worse, but a tough break for Ingram early in this one. He is really far behind. Meanwhile, at the front, you have the 2 MCM teammates. Actually, the 3 MCM teammates, because somehow Patrick Connell is at the front again. I have no idea how that happened.
MCM is working together. They are all under a blanket as they are 1, 2, 3. Marty Smela, Marty Smela ahead of Cameron Face and Patrick Connell coming out of turn 4. They are still under a blanket working together as they head back onto the front straightaway.
Looks like it might be another night of MCM domination here on Super Nitro. They have been whooping everybody week in and week out for about the entire time the series has existed. Looks like Face is content to just ride around behind Shamela. A tough break for Ingram to start the race. He's going to need a caution to be in contention.
This is probably planned by MCM to get all their drivers working together and take control. That way nobody else can have a shot to win but just those 3. I have a feeling that they'll be working together all the way till the last lap, and then once the last lap comes, it's every man for himself.
Well, it's definitely hard to get around him. They have half the field since there's only 7 cars. Like, with Patrick Connell running 3rd, he can play defense to the point where any momentum that any of these guys get, if they get there, is just not going to be enough to do anything.
And to be honest with you, it looks like Patrick is struggling on trying to keep up with Shmela and Face a little bit. Even though he's still behind them, he's about a couple of car lengths back. He might have a little bit of handling issues going on in that car.
Well, I think it might be from the damage from when his car slid up into the outside wall coming into turns 3 and 4 when we were about to go green.
This is very true.
I don't know how we managed to do that. Must have got too hard on the throttle and the banking shot him up the track. And thought we had a pass for the lead, but Face thought better of it, decided to just stay behind his teammate. Those 2 are a factor in pretty much every super speedway race we do.
Now Face is falling behind Shmela a little bit. I think he got loose in turns 1 to where he fell behind a little bit, but I think he'll be able to get back up there with his teammate.
Well, 3 cars leading the field, and there's a significant gap back to 4th, and an even larger gap from 4th to 5th, where Wyatt Blair and Zachary Hoke are having a decent battle shaping up. See Hoke looking to the outside, trying to get around Blair. Blair gets sideways and nearly wrecks it, somehow keeps it straight, and he's going to retain the advantage for 5th place down the front straightaway. The top 3 have put 2 seconds between them and 4th place. Pretty impressive showing out of the MCM teammates already.
It's like the 2018 Talladega Fall race all over again, where all of Stuart Haas Racing got together and started working together, as we see a big moment between Face and Smela, and oh my goodness, we have an impale!
Oh, Patrick Connell with a horrible incident. I think that's going to bring out the caution.
I'm throwing the caution for that one.
I saw him driving through the grass on the back straightaway and must have not been able to get it back on the track. Also, at the same time, it looked like Shamela nearly got wrecked by Face giving him a bad push. 0 to 100 in intensity really fast there. And that 44 machine is killed.
Yeah, I saw Patrick. He got his right side tires in the grass on the back straightaway, and I don't think he was able to get it back onto the pavement to where he went right straight into the guardrail and had an impale.
Yeah, looking at the replay, basically just that. Once you hit the guardrail, your car is pretty much destroyed. Actually got on top of it and did a rail grind for a while. Finally came to a stop, and then I think someone clobbered him at full speed. Or it was close. Yeah, starts sliding down the track, and there's just the onrushing Hoke and Blair, and Hoke with significant collision with Connell. So that's 2 cars completely destroyed. Both of them gonna have to use their fast repair.
And one of them being an MCM driver.
Well, a tough break for some of the front runners. Definitely what Ingram was looking for. That puts him back into contention by getting everybody stacked up again for a restart. Already working lap 6 of 20, so a quick race to start things off. Not real long. They are running really fast lap times here.
It's going to be hard to beat Marty Schmela and Cameron Face, but with Chase Ingram back in the lineup, who knows what's going to happen here.
That 13 machine has been looking good. Not quite able to catch the stage in the draft with those guys. But you gotta think somebody like that running in one of their first Super Nitro races might be more willing to take some chances, so try to get to the front. Also, you know Wyatt Blair is going to be aggressive. If him and Ingram hook up, they could be a formidable opponent for the MCM guys.
This is very true.
Especially since they've been split up and are down to 2 cars in the front. And they're going to be side by side on the restart.
1 to green this time.
So Marty Schmela to the inside, Cameron Face to the outside, and John Mulea behind in 3rd. You got Wyatt Blair in 4th, Chase Ingram in 5th, Zachary Hoke in 6th, and Patrick Connell in 7th.
Don't be surprised if one of these MCM drivers play the ultimate team game and let the other one in line so that they can get a good run through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch.
They have been known to pull things like that. It's not often you see it in hosted racing where teammates actually work together. Well, working our way into turns 3 and 4, getting ready to go green once again. The fight at the front was starting to get interesting between those 3 before they wrecked. Definitely want to be on the defense for these MCM guys.
Yeah, the MCM group, they were pulling away from everyone else. They had this race won and everything until they kind of caused the first caution, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, definitely poor decision on their part to wreck everybody. Very strange looking action. Well, I'm not sure why Connell was in the grass to begin with. Down the front straightaway. Here we go, let's turn him loose. Green flag back out of the air. And the 13 spins his tires, and Ingram has to take evasive action.
Cameron Face had a great jump there heading into turn 1, and now he's got Wyatt Blair pushing him through 1 and 2.
They're split up now. Schmela going to be desperate to try to get back to his teammate's bumper.
And don't look now, but Patrick Connell's back to 4th.
Connell made quick work of the couple cars that were behind him, or I mean in front of him. And you can see Wyatt Blair being very aggressive. He does not want to ride around in line. He wants that lead, and he wants it now. Got 5 cars
Problem
nose
is
to
he's
tail. Whoa! Cameron Face nearly wrecked, and Patrick Connell was not on the track coming out of turn 4. And very aggressive with the pushing down the straightaway. Wyatt Blair to the inside. Hits the apron. Marty Shimela's in the wall. Oh, Wyatt Blair nearly wrecks on exit. He's going to make contact with Ingram, and Ingram goes around. And a hard crash into the inside wall for Chase Ingram. Only a single car incident, so I think we're going to keep it green. And there's the caution. Well, I don't know what happened there, but that was crazy everything. Let's take a look at the replay. They're side by side at the front, and then Blair gets loose. And then he just tries to come up the track when there's clearly not any room. Gets into Ingram. They both hit the wall pretty hard right in front of Shimela, and then Ingram bounces off and slides to the inside and goes straight head on into a tire barrier. You can see him block the brakes up, but it's just too little too late at that point, and a huge collision. Got all 4 tires off the ground.
Yeah, once you get below that yellow line here, it is hard to be able to keep the speed up and keep your car under control. So Blair was in a bad spot by getting loose, but could have lifted to try to avoid that wreck, but at the same time, he was having a hard time trying to get his car back under control. So that's just a product of racing here at Monza.
Well, you know why Blair not known to lift when he puts everyone in a bad situation? He was being aggressive. Looked like he had the car to make the move, and then he just got a little bit too greedy going to the inside there.
By the looks of his car, I don't think his car is all that damaged, to be quite honest with you. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it looks like it's in decent shape. It really seems like Ingram got the worst of that exchange.
We all picked Ingram, and he's having the worst luck right now.
Really spun it from the pole on the first restart, or the initial start of the race. Then got caught up in a wreck on this restart, and Cameron Face heading down pit road.
Got some pit stops here.
Connell stays on the track. Blair and Hoke go to the inside. Milea also down to the inside, and Ingram already in the pits destroyed.
I bet he had to use his fast repair on that first wreck he was in.
Either that or
Chase Ingram.
Either that or he had to tow because his car was stuck over on the back straightaway.
This is also true. But we have a new race leader up front. That's Patrick Connell.
Looking like a strong contender to get his, what I believe would be his first Super Nitro win.
That'd
Yes,
be
it
cool
would
that you'd be.
his first one.
That'd be cool if he win his first race in Super Nitro while being impaled in the same race.
Definitely would be one of the more crazy ways to win a race.
Hey, a win's a win.
I mean, I've heard of a spin and win, but I haven't really ever heard of an impale and win.
Only at Monza.
See the field working their way down the back straightaway. Gonna be interesting to see. Shimela and Connell stayed out. Will their tires being older have anything to do with how this next restart plays out? Working our way through 3 and 4, still under caution. Ingram's still in the pits, and he did have a fast repair. I think he just had to tow. He's 2 laps back, so can't get his laps. He can get his laps back, but I don't know if he'll have enough time this caution period. So he might need another one if he wants a shot to be back in contention.
going to be very close for him to get his laps back, but even if he gets both of his laps back, it's going to be hard for him to get back to the lead draft before the green comes out.
I wouldn't put it past them to wreck again.
Still a bunch of cars in here. Anything can happen.
Well, everyone has a shot to win this because it seems like every time we do a Super Speedway style race, everything goes haywire on the final lap. It was pretty calm for the initial run of the race. Then that last restart was very hectic. And yeah, I know this one's going to be even more intense because there's only going to be 8 laps to go when we take the green.
What will you do to win a Super Nitro race? That is the question right now for all of these drivers.
Everybody wants to win them. Get put in the winner circle channel of the Discord server. Also going to be working on the all-time wins list. Finally have enough, more than 4 or 5 people that have won to the point where it makes sense for me to actually spend time to do that now. Well, here we go. 2x2, heading into turns 3 and 4. Ingram's still down the front straightaway. He's not going to have enough time to get back to everybody.
We're going to be coming back to green with 8 laps to go in this race.
Laps is a long time and a short time. It's a long distance, but you really do not have a lot of time to mess around. You gotta start making moves. You gotta start making them now.
I'm telling you this, I think Ingram actually does have a shot to catch up here. He's going to probably get him right at the last second here.
Oh, the leaders.
And he's caught him.
He did catch him.
He's caught him.
Has to get it slowed down to not Kyle Busch the restart, but he was able to get there. And we're side by side for the lead at the front. Patrick Connell to the inside, Marty Shimela to the outside. Ingram side by side for 6th.
Marty's going to have the run off the corner here on that outside line. Oh, wait, no, he won't because he's actually getting a bad push from Face. Oh my goodness, we have a crash!
And Cameron Face and Marty Shimela both wrecked. Wow, what a bad lap for MCM. Both of their strongest contenders wreck each other down the back straightaway.
The 2 strongest cars just wrecked right there.
Gonna have to take a look at what happened. They're both on the top side. You got Face pushing Shimela. Shimela a little bit out of control on the top side, but nothing that looked too bad. And then when they head off of the corner, it's just, he just hits them one time too many, and they get out of control. Shimela piles into the Armco on the outside. Face spins to the inside. I don't know how that didn't collect more cars. You had 2 guys going the whole entire way across the track. You have Ingram threading the needle there. Well, I think Shimela saved his fast repair, so he's probably going to still be able to be in contention. That crash could have been significantly worse, though.
Looks like Cameron Face does not have a lot of damage to his car, I don't see. Oh wait, he has some on his rear bumper, but not a ton of damage.
Shimela's on pit road right now.
And I'll tell you this again, MCM is still leading this race.
MCM has dominated this race, but it feels like they're trying their best to lose it right now. It's be interesting to see if Shamela and Face can work together to get back through the field. Definitely doable, but just gotta have everything work out right and not have another wreck.
Well, with MCM having all these problems, I'm looking at guys like Zachary Hook, Wyatt Blair, John Mula, I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm looking at those three guys to steal it away if MCM keeps having these problems, and if Chase Ingram keeps having problems. Those three could possibly steal it.
Yeah, they're definitely looking more likely to have a shot with the way that this is playing out. So we're going to have Connell on the inside of row 1, Hope to the outside, Wyatt Blair in 3rd, John Mula in 4th, Chase Ingram in 5th, Marty Shamela in 6th, and Cameron Face in 7th. Which Face is on pit road now. I don't know if Shamela entered a closed pit or what happened there, but Face is going to be pretty far back. Might probably still be able to catch back up to everybody before the restart, but it's still strange that he pitted on the 1 to green.
He's probably trying to repair some of that rear bumper damage that he had.
Well, definitely doesn't help your car drive better when your bumper's all out of shape.
Your car actually gets a lot more looser when your bumper is damaged.
Yeah, I've had that before in a couple of B Open races where it made my car just completely undrivable.
Yeah, your car could have the most littlest damage on your bumper and it feels like it's driving on ice. So I have a feeling that might be what he's fighting with this bumper damage.
Well, he catches up to everybody, so he's still in contention.
And it looks like his bumper is nice and good. Looks like they got it all repaired there.
Heading down the front straightaway. Gonna be 5 laps to go when we go back green. Everybody knows to tail. And the green flag is back out here at the Monza Oval. Pretty organized on the bottom, but Hoke has a good restart and he's going to get to the outside, and Marty Shamela has spun out again. I guess he saved it, but that 8 machine was completely sideways going into turn 1. Meanwhile, at the front, we have a 4-car battle. Hoke to the outside, Connell to the inside, getting pushed by Wyatt Blair. And you got Ingram on the top as well. 2x2 at the front. This race is becoming wide open for anybody.
Zachary Hook trying to take it on the outside with help from Chase Ingram. They are getting ready to pass Patrick Connell as they actually clear Patrick Connell off of turn 4. Zachary Hook to the race lead with help from Chase Ingram in the 01 McDonald's Chevrolet.
Getting mostly single file heading into turn 1. Now only 4 laps remaining, and Wyatt Blair has crashed. A hard crash into turn 1. He's up in the woods.
Battle for the lead heating up again. Zachary Hook was in the guardrail for a little bit, but was able to get it off as Chase Ingram is all over the back bumper of that 3-car. As now Chase Ingram moves to the inside with help from Patrick Connell, and now Connell backs out. Who will he go with through turns 3 and 4? Chase Ingram trying to take control of this race again. Connell cannot decide who he wants to work with here.
And now we're going to be 3 wide for the lead down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go now here at Monza. Side by side for the lead. Ingram tucks back to the second in line. Connell on the inside, Hoke on the outside. Going to be very interesting to see who gets the run off of the corner. That 3 machine is hitting the wall a lot in the corners, but he's somehow making it work. Ingram all over his bumper now.
Zachary Hook is doing everything he can to keep both of these cars behind him. Both of these drivers behind him are very good, so he's doing everything he can to defend them, though now Chase Ingram has moved his way back up to second place past Patrick Connell after him making that 3-wide move on the front stretch. As they come back down the front straightaway, Ingram decides just to push the 3 car, as Zachary Hook will lead with 2 laps to go in this race.
That's right, only 2 laps remaining. The 3 in control with the 01 and the 44 behind. Looks like it's going to be a 3-horse race to the finish. And Ingram to the inside coming out of turn 2. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway.
Who will Patrick Connell go with? And it looks like he's going with Chase Ingram on the bottom side, as Chase Ingram is trying to take the lead away in turns 3, and he's got him. Chase Ingram back to the front. Can Patrick Connell clear the 3? He does. Connell back up to second as they head for the white flag this time.
That's right, heading to the finish line. 1 more lap remaining. Chase Ingram has control, but Patrick Connell and Zachary Hook behind. Connell all over the bumper of the 01. Looks to the inside. Ingram gets sideways. Somehow saves it. Connell to the outside. And we're side by side heading into turn 2.
3-man battle off the turn 2s. Patrick Connell takes the lead away from Chase Ingram. Zachary Hook back to second as Connell back to the front. Hook is trying to figure out a way to get around Connell. He does have plenty of time, but he's got to do it fast. Here they come through turns 3 and 4, and off to the checkered flag they come.
Connell gets loose. Hook to the inside. We're going to be side by side coming off of turn 4. They make contact. Both of them wreck, and Chase Ingram is going to get it done at the Monza Oval. What a finish.
What a race.
Connell is crashing down pit road. What did we just witness?
It looked like Connell and Hook got together off of turn 4, and they both collided, and they both got loose and wrecked each other and gave the win to Chase Ingram.
Ingram went from 3rd to 1st in the final couple hundred feet of the race. Wow. Gonna have to take a look at the replay to see what exactly happened there between the 44 and the 3. I did not think Ingram was going to be able to make that work. Well, Chase Ingram pulling onto the front straightaway, gonna be doing his victory burnout. He was our favorite to win, but I didn't think he'd win quite like this.
To be honest, Chase Ingram did not dominate like I thought he would have, but nonetheless, he still walked home with the victory. A win's a win.
Won from the pole, but had to go from the back to the front several times in the small field. Still no easy feat to pass on a track as narrow as this. See if he's burning it down. Gonna start working on getting him in here. Really want to look at what happened at the end of that race, because things went very crazy, very fast. Well, Chase, we got you up in the booth now. How did you make that work?
I guess, I don't know, my aura just wrecked them. I don't know.
That was a very crazy finish.
That was just, honestly, that was an MCM disaster class of a race.
They had every opportunity to win and somehow still threw it away.
I knew something was going to happen. I knew they were going to get slowed up when they both went to the apron, but I didn't know I wasn't sure if they were going to wreck each other. I was hoping they would, and they finally did. But that was awesome.
Wow, the 3 of Hoke hit the wall so hard it ripped the front tire off. And then Connell drove through the grass and also lost the tire. and then crashed into the pits.
2 for 2
So,
on the Monza Oval.
well, you get it done. That's probably gonna help you in the point standings for our summer series. Just what happened there at the start of the race? It seemed like you
So
just self-spun.
I honestly, I don't know how much. I didn't know how much room Marty was giving me, so I went really far down, so that he wouldn't, so we wouldn't hit each other into turn one, and I went over the drop, and while the car was still accelerating, it spun the tires and I got sideways, but because I'm really good at saving it, I saved it, and actually before that caution came out, I was actually running not that much slower than the cars in a pack. So
Yeah, it definitely seemed like were one of the strongest cars. Just had a little bit of extra work to go through the field a couple times.
yeah, and oh yeah, and then Wyatt Blair decides, how much signal do I need to cut across that lane? None. I turn now. And just came back up when he went onto the apron immediately and put us both on the wall. And then I ended up getting spun into the inside wall. Had to tow for like 3 minutes. Somehow only lost 1 lap. Managed to get that lap back, and then avoid the part 2 of the MCM disaster class on the back straightaway.
Yeah, it's just very interesting race from the MCM.
Then on the last restart, me, Connell, and whoever the 8 was, or the 3, Zachary Hoke, we broke away, and I just went with Hoke because who wants MCM to win? So went with Hoke, got to second. Patrick passed me back, then I passed him again, and then coming to the white flag, took the lead, and tried to block Connell and got sideways. Somehow saved that, and then I just waited for them to wreck each other, and they did.
Yeah, you knew it was gonna be. I knew they were probably gonna
I
wreck each other.
I knew Connell was going to do something stupid. And he did. But man, I still can't believe I won that.
Yeah, that was definitely quite the finish.
Bro, these guys don't know that you have to run the top to be fast here. They think because it's a super speedway you can run the bottom, but because the bottom is less banked, you can't carry as much speed.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like every time someone got to the bottom, it just killed all of their momentum.
That's part of the reason why I went with Hoke, was because he was on the top and I wanted to have the top, and I was hoping he would like make a space on the top so I could pass him that way, but I had to pass him on the bottom.
Did you send me the setup for Talladega?
Yeah, let me ping you it. Or find it, I guess.
I don't think I saved it. We're running for those of you watching, we're running a custom setup for Talladega that should make the 87s do a little bit more pack racing. But I forgot to save it because I am a super genius. Okay, there we go. So next session going to be up shortly once I get everything where it's supposed to be. Any expectations with this package that you made for Talladega?
Pack racing. Although I feel like it's gonna probably race a lot like the Gen 6 because still on your own you're almost going 200, so I bet we'll still see speeds of like 212 or something, 215 maybe. And the draft is probably going to be a lot stronger because more drag on the spoilers and more air getting moved. So we'll see.
That's definitely what we want. So 25 laps at Talladega.
And also, y'all get to see my brand new paint scheme.
Yep, you were working on that. Do not want to give anyone the Willow Spring setup. That would be bad.
I need to get Willow Springs. I bet that'd be a fun track.
I don't know if a lot of people have that one, though.
Yeah, but from the videos I've seen, it looks fun to drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting looking track. What? No. Do not say it.
I'm not gonna say it, but
Do you want me to throw you out of here?
no.
I'm this close to throwing you out all the time. Okay, let's see. Talladega Super Speedway. 35 drivers. Nobody wants to hear that. Let's see. Track conditions. Let's make it. Can we make it 99 degrees? Actually, let's make it cooler. Let's see what happens if you make it 60 degrees. Should I make it 65 degrees to see what happens?
I do not know. I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
could
make it
try it,
cold and cloudy. 'Cause I want to see what that will do for the racing.
but clouds are ugly. Do you like partially cloudy or something?
Mostly cloudy?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Wait, you did the horsepower right?
Nope. Okay, what was it supposed to be at?
90%.
Okay, so 90%. Making sure everything's right. So 90. Okay. Okay, now everything is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now the session's going to be going up, so we'll be switching over to the sim side shortly. So just give us a moment and we'll get everything working the way it's supposed to. Well, okay, everybody. We are getting ready to go green for race 2. Okay, here we go. Okay, getting ready to go green for race 2, or at least in the practice session. Gonna be 1987s at Talladega with a special package that gives them less horsepower. We also made a cooler track, so hopefully it will make the racing interesting. Don't think they're gonna get as spread out with this package that we're gonna run.
Trust me, they're not getting spread out.
Well, that's what you're the one that made the package, so you're biased.
Dude, with the amount of grip we'll have plus the reduced speeds, we're not going to get spread out.
Well, we want a little bit of pack racing.
Well, there's no way we're going to get more spread out than the regular thing.
This would stop lagging. Why am I having packet loss? Okay. There we go. Having a little bit of trouble for some reason. It's stuttering a lot. Okay, there we go. So good.
Wyatt Blair just died.
Yeah, he did. And we are lagging big time on the sim. Why are we lagging?
I'm gonna go out there and make some laps just to see what it feels like. So I am curious.
Oh, and you just anger wrecked violently. See, Aaron, I guess you're just doing some pre-race intel collection for the booth.
Yeah, I'm just curious on how it handles with the package. Not racing unless if you want me to.
I mean, I guess you can if you want.
Somehow we have less people in here than the Monza Oval.
That's insane, actually, because this is more of a popular combo.
Hopefully, we'll get a couple people while qualifying is.
Oh yeah,
Getting worked out.
you can tell it's way more slowed down.
Definitely having some issues with my internet right now.
Looks like you're experiencing some network difficulties. It continues. They may remove you from the session.
Something you never want to hear your spotter say to you. Marty Shamela and Patrick Connell door slamming down the back straightaway, and Connell has crashed into the wall very hard. Shamela is also crashing.
Into the wall very soft.
All kinds of shenanigans happening in practice. So how we're getting? I really don't understand. How are we getting less people for this than what we got for Monza?
Don't know.
Thought we were taking steps in the right direction after getting so many last week. Like that car Wyatt Blair's driving. It looks like a race version from Days of Thunder.
Throwback scheme.
So, Wyatt Blair working his way around the track.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to merge with y'all. Unless you're willing to wait up, Aaron.
I think we're battling here. Oh no, I can't clear him. This is actually kind of fun. Hold on.
Or imagine we get like 3 wide lines, like 3x3x3.
Definitely looks less out of control. Like you're actually able to like battle.
Yeah.
Could make for an interesting race. I just don't know how it's gonna play out with so few drivers.
I think I might be catching up to y'all because you're side by side.
Yeah, we're side drafting each other real hard.
Yeah, I'm gaining on y'all.
You're gonna take us 3 wide probably. I'm clear him this time.
Oh, he's gonna look to the outside.
Oh, I have a huge run.
Wow, you do have a
Instead
huge
of-
run.
Oh,
Oh no.
And 3
Every
wide.
heaven. One
Oh
draft.
no.
Oh.
Caught it.
Only a
This is
minute and a
actually
half
kind of
left in
fun.
practice.
Hey Aaron, how does it look like when you see MJ in your rearview mirror?
Looks weird.
I think everyone's in a Chevrolet.
No, Patrick Connell is in a Thunderbird.
Mm.
Hey, I
Wait,
got the fastest lap back.
I thought Connell was in a Buick.
There's that it is. I thought it was a Thunderbird.
Yeah, you can get tandem drafting going, or kinda.
No, he's in a Thunderbird.
No.
Finishing up practice.
Oh, Blair's gonna take us 3.
Only going to be a 4-car field.
3x3 by wide.
Okay, practice over, so I kill.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh man.
big wreck.
Who even led that lap?
I think it was Blair.
Dang, he did lead that lap. I thought I led it, but oh well.
Yeah, Aaron, we might need you to race because of how little people we have.
LDogg, I'll race this race, but then I'll come back in the booth in race 3 if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So qualifying now underway here at Talladega. Got a couple guys on track trying to set their laps. Not a big field for race 2. Was hoping for a little bit better show up. A little bit better of a turnout from the drivers. So we had Chase Ingram getting the win in race 1. Only 5 drivers in the session right now for race 2. Very high chance Ingram is able to do it again. Got Aaron May on track right now, working his way around. Aaron May working his way into the tri-oval on his outlap. See him running it as high as he can on the first lap just to get as much momentum as he can going into the second. Ripping the outside lane. Gonna cut down to the apron here through the tri-oval. Try to get as good of a run going into his fast lap as he can. So we right on board here. Trying to take the shortest distance around for his qualifying lap. Down on the bottom into 3 and 4. Looking like a good lap out of Aaron May. Puts him second on the board by 3/1000ths behind Chase Ingram. That's going to be the end of the qualifying session. So really looking like we're only going to have 5 cars in this race for 25 laps. Hopefully we can keep it green. Try to click them off as quick as we can. A little bit of a weird night. Trying to switch it up with the schedule. Just doesn't seem to be working for attendance. So you got Chase Ingram on pole, Aaron May in second, Wyatt Blair in third, Patrick Connell in fourth, and Marty Schmela in fifth, rounding out our very small field for race number 2. Connell and Schmela most likely going to work together, so it's going to be up to Aaron May, Chase Ingram, and Wyatt Blair to hold him off. Only 4 cars on the grid. So it might be a 4-car race here at Talladega. Gonna be 25 laps. A little bit of a dud of a night so far. They follow the pace car around under yellow. Gonna get ready to start race number 2. Race gonna be similar to the practice session since there's only 4 cars on the track. Gotta be a lot of taking every run you can get and hoping somebody will help you. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Pace car leading the field. Getting ready to make that hard left turn onto pit road. Into the short chute. 2x2. The pace car pulls off. Here we go. What we've been waiting for. Throwing it back to 1987. Into the tri-oval. And the green flag is out. We are racing at Talladega. 2x2 through the whole field. Shamela all the way down to the apron already. Connell starting from the pits. Single file at the front now. You got about a car length between the top 3 cars. Take them a moment to build up the run. And Marty Shamela way to the outside. Got a little bit of a run and decided to use it immediately. He's going to be right near the bumper of Ingram. Ingram looks to the outside. Doesn't have enough momentum to make a move. And Shamela's going to try to make a move for second. All the way up to the top of the banking here at Talladega. It doesn't work for Shamela, and he's going to end up in the back of the lead pack. And now we're going to be 3 wide for the lead. A little bit of contact. More than enough room to make this work, but they were all over each other on the top 2 lanes. Ingram still has the lead, but they are fighting for second. Right on board with Aaron May, who's all over the tail of that 01 of Ingram. And we got some tandem drafting at the front. 2 pairs of cars. You have Ingram and Aaron May on the bottom, and Wyatt Blair and Marty Shamela on the top. Shamela backs off. I think he's trying to build a run. And still side by side for second. Ingram has a pretty decent advantage in the lead. Not really under pressure right now. Although, as I say that, Blair and Shamela starting to work together on the top side, trying to make something work. They're more formed up than the bottom lane, and we're going to be side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. Aaron May decides to leave Ingram. He goes to the top. Not really able to do anything. And we have a new leader. Wyatt Blair leads and Marty Shamela up to second. Ingram and May gonna have to work together to get back to the lead. Trying to build a run through the tri-oval. Might have a shot going into turn 1, and they're going to have a shot before the start-finish line. Chase Ingram to the outside. Aaron May follows, and we are side by side for the lead once again. Ingram noses out ahead, not quite able to get clear. Gets a bump from May. Gonna try to go back down to the bottom, or actually he's gonna stay with his pusher. Got some very tandem drafting looking racing. Reminds me of the car of tomorrow. Side by side for the lead. Shamela decides to go up top and leave Wyatt Blair. Goes back to the bottom. Gives that 51 machine a big push into the tri-oval. Single file now heading into 1 and 2 on lap 5 of 25. Wyatt Blair makes a move for second. Shamela going to go with him again, and we are going to be 2 by 2 once again into turns 3 and 4. This package definitely working with pack racing, just don't have enough cars to really see how it would handle with 2 or 3 lanes. Blair to the bottom, Shamela behind, and Aaron May on the outside fighting for third. Shamela goes up top to block. Blair throws a block on him. Where does Shamela go? They make contact. Shamela all out of shape, somehow able to save it. He was fishtailing down the back straightaway. Hangs onto that thing and is still in the second position. Side by side now for third. Actually, 3 wide for second now. Blair has the advantage, but you can tell how much these guys want to get it. Can we get 4 wide for the lead? Doesn't look like we're going to get there. Side by side for second now. The position's changing hands very, very frequently. And Wyatt Blair gets a little out of shape coming off of turn 2. Gets another bump from Aaron May. Goes down to the bottom to block Ingram. He's going to have the lead. But May and Shamela are working together on the top side. Side by side for the lead. Hitting off of turn 4. Into the tri-oval. 3 cars on the top now. 1 car on the bottom. May gonna lead the lap. Able to clear down to the bottom. Shamela looks to his inside though. Shamela hitting the apron. You can see the sparks flying out from underneath that Monte Carlo. And we're side by side for the lead again. Very competitive racing at the front, despite the lack of cars. Shamela drifts up the track a little bit. Nearly gets into the door of May. Gonna have the bottom lane throughout that entire corner. And they're starting to build a run on the top, but they also get a run on the bottom. Seems like we're kind of at a standstill. And they're side by side at the line that time. Very competitive fight for the lead. They're still side by side. Got 2 sets of tandems. May gets a little bit more of an advantage than he's had the last couple laps, but it's still highly competitive. You got Mardu Shamela working his way up to second. He's gonna go up to the top, split up that duo of Ingram and May. Then he goes down to the bottom, and he's gonna get a push from Wyatt Blair. And they make contact. Shamela onto the apron, somehow able to save it, and we're gonna keep it green. And now the caution comes out. I guess they decided to throw the caution because they would only leave 2 cars in the lead pack. Thought they were going to try to keep it green. Gonna take a look at how that unfolded. Wasn't really a wreck, but it was very close to being one. See, coming off of turn 4. Seems like the top lane works pretty good in the tri-oval. Then Shimela goes down to the bottom. May throws a block. I don't know if that's what caused the contact. You see Shimela on his quarter panel. And Ingram gives the 10 a push, and he just comes down the track. Shimela goes up for the side draft at the same time, and they make contact. Both cars nearly go around. Somehow they hang on to it. May gets very close to crashing here, completely sideways on the apron, somehow able to hang on to that thing. Looked like it was going to be a lot worse than it ended up being. I think under normal circumstances that wouldn't be a caution, but there's just so few cars in this race that you kind of have to give everybody a shot to reset. Well, pit road, a busy place. All 5 cars in the race on pit lane. Patrick Connell now back in the race. And Marty Shimela has spun into his pit stall. Not sure what he's doing. Way in the wrong direction. I don't know where he's going. Everybody's taking tires during this yellow. Does seem like tires are still a factor with this 87 car. They are still going upwards of 210 miles an hour in the draft. Very good racing, though. I'm happy with the way this package is racing out. We definitely are going to be using this again in the future. So, under caution, Ingram to the lead. Wyatt Blair in second, Patrick Connell in third, Aaron May in fourth, and Marty Shimela in fifth. Gonna be at the halfway point when we go green. And here we go. Side by side once again. Adding a 5th car into the mix with Connell being back at the front. Let's see how this restart goes. Into the tri-oval, nose to tail. Headed for the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out in the air here at Talladega. The bottom lane gets a little bit checked up, and the top lane of May and Blair are going to get a good start. They're going to be able to clear the bottom, and we're going to be single file heading into turns 1 and 2. You have the 2 MCM teammates nose to tail trying to build a run behind them. Seems like a 2-car tandem definitely works with this package. If they can get nose to tail and keep it there, they will be very, very hard to get around. Cannell now all over the bumper of Ingram, trying to get those 2 back to the front. Ingram goes topside, Connell follows, and Marty Shimela going to go up there as well. So 3 cars in the top lane, only 2 on the bottom. Shimela decides to go back to the bottom. And a bad push from Connell on Ingram. Ingram cuts down the track, very close to spinning himself out. Gets down to the bottom, and now Connell is all by himself. And Blair looks to the top side, trying to fight for the lead. Side by side, I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Chase Ingram all over the bumper of the 10. And we're going to be side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. We're going to be 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. May's able to maintain it. And Connell going to fall back to the back of this line of cars. Single file through the tri-oval. Who's going to be the next one to pop out of line? Going to be 10 to go next time by. Still single file in this pack of cars. Mostly trying to keep it together. Might be time to just ride around in line until it's closer to the final lap. Seems like the leader has a hard time maintaining that lead with how big of a run these guys are able to get. Still single file. Only a half second separating the entire lead pack of cars. And Connell to the outside. Doesn't have enough momentum to do anything. Still out, hanging out there. Not really able to do much. All that's doing is stalling out his teammate on the bottom. Connell and the lone Thunderbird in this race. Eventually slots back into line. And Wyatt Blair with a move to the outside. Doesn't have anyone to go with him. Still able to make it work. Side by side for second. 9 laps to go at the line. Shimela thinks about making it 3 wide. Eventually decides to give Blair a push. And we're side by side for the lead once again. May to the inside. Blair to the outside. The advantage is for May in the middle of the corner, but they're going to have a run on the top going down the back straightaway. Marty Shimela very aggressively looking to the inside and the outside of Blair. It looks like he wants to be the one leading the line, not the guy pushing. Just hasn't had enough to get around him. Blair looks to the bottom for a moment, decides to stay up the top, and they're going to lose a lot of their momentum. Headed into the tri-oval. Now only 8 laps remaining at the line. Back to single file through the entire field. Getting to be the time where Shimela and Connell have to work together if they want any shot to win the race. Connell to the outside. Shimela looks like he thinks about following. Wyatt Blair on his tail. 5 cars under a blanket here at Talladega. Connell looks to the outside. Ingram throws the block. Able to get the push from Connell. He's going to take the lead. And Aaron May all by himself. No help on the bottom lane. Eventually they slot down in front of him. And he's side by side for 4th with Wyatt Blair. Blair gives up the spot and drops back to the last car in line. And now Connell to the inside, trying to make a move for the lead. Has pushed from Marty Shimela. And May has connected with Ingram once again on the top side. And we are side by side for the lead again. Connell has the advantage. But you know Ingram's going to be trying to build a run on the outside. Getting the push from May. May and Shimela have seemed like 2 of the better pushers in this whole race. Nearly go 3 wide. Keep it clean. And Ingram back to the lead with Aaron May behind him. Ingram goes to the bottom and May stays on the top. And we are side by side. Blair going to try to get to the bumper of Aaron May. May goes down for the side draft, and we are still side by side for the lead. Oh, a little bit of contact between Aaron May and Patrick Connell. Ingram leads the field back to the line, and we're going to have 5 to go this time by. Oh, and he gets sideways. A bad push from Aaron May. Somehow everybody keeps it straight, and we are 3 wide for the lead. May gonna drop back to the tail end of the field. Gonna be in a good spot to start building a run to get back to the front, though. And now the MCM cars have control. This is not what the rest of the guys in the field wanted to see with those 2 teammates at the front. A little bit of a gap back to Ingram and May. Although with the way this race has been going, they're going to have a full head of steam by the time we get to the back straightaway. So single file throughout the whole field. 4 laps to go. Headed down the back straightaway once again. Blair takes a look to the outside, decides better of it. He's going to stay in line. Those 2 MCM teammates working together is going to make it tough for everybody else to get back around. Although Shamela looks to the outside for a moment, then might have just been looking for some clean air to help that motor cool down. And the pack's starting to form up again. Blair got a good run through the tri-oval as we have only 3 laps to go. Still single file for everybody. May and Ingram starting to get closer and closer each time we go down the back straightaway. At what point does Shamela abandon his teammate and go for the win? Headed into the tri-oval, only going to be 2 laps remaining this time by. A lot more spread out between the 2 groups. I do wonder if those 3 in the back are just waiting to build a run. Ingram looks to the outside of Wyatt Blair. Gonna have help from Aaron May. They might be able to get clear of Blair. It's gonna be close. Blair side drafting. And they have a huge head of steam. They're gonna get all the way back to Connell and Shamela. And we are 3 wide for second. Connell still has the lead, but you could tell it is go time at the front. 3 wide. Now back down to 2. Side by side for second. Headed off a turn 4 into the tri-oval, and it'll be the white flag at the line. Side by side. 2 sets of tandems working together, and the white flag is out one more time around here at Talladega. Connell leading the inside, Shamela leading the outside, Aaron May behind. Still side by side. A little bit of contact from the front 2 rows, and Shamela gets pushed up the track, still getting a huge shove from Marty Shamela, and Patrick Connell at the front. Ingram down on the apron. Connell goes up the block, and he's going to get turned. And just like that, Connell is out of contention. Ingram has the lead, and a big run's going to be coming for Shamela and Blair. Aaron May to the outside. Makes contact with Ingram. Shamela looks to the inside. Gives a shove to Ingram, and we're going to be side by side at the line. Wyatt Blair to the outside. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Aaron May at the line by 3/1000ths of a second. What a finish. They were side by side. That was such a close finish. A photo finish, and they wreck after the line. I don't know what more you could ask for out of a Talladega race. You see May limping that damaged Monte Carlo back around to during the cooldown lap. We're gonna have to take a look at what happened there. That was a very interesting finish at the end. Connell looked like he was in a great spot to get his first victory on Super Nitro until he just threw a bad block and got turned. So Aaron May victorious here at Talladega. Working his way back to the start-finish line. See if he can get that wounded machine to do a burnout. There he goes. 3 good wheels left. Aaron Maves putting up a smoke show for the crowd here at Talladega. I believe that might be the closest finish in Super Nitro history. If not the closest, one of the closer finishes. 3 1,000ths at the line. And we got Chase Ingram and Aaron May in the booth. What did you guys think of that finish?
Holy
awesome.
cow.
I think it's safe to say that the package works.
Yes, we definitely need to do this again.
I have never seen tandem drafting with the 1987 car before.
Yeah, you can tandem draft for a long time, and it was running normal oil temperature and water temperature for that matter. So we can definitely, we definitely need to do this again and get like a lot more people.
Well, it seems like this race was better than I expected. It seemed like it was great because you had so much room. And you guys were running so close to each other. It looked like if you had more cars, you could have been going 6 wide.
Well, towards the end of the run, it definitely got a lot tighter, but
Well, Aaron May, I believe that was the closest finish in Super Nitro history. 4 wide at the line, again. Somehow not the first time we've had that lately.
I honestly do not know how I won that race.
Looking at the line, the margin of victory is about 6 inches. Maybe even less. Very crazy way to end race number 2 on the night.
but I beat Aaron in qualifying by 3,000ths. He beat me in the race by 3,000ths.
That is.
I got him back.
Yeah, you definitely got him back by basically nothing.
We would be even.
Yeah, we're even now. You wouldn't give me pole, fine, I'll take the race.
Well, glad you guys had a good time in that one. Really,
that was fun.
Please do this again.
I think we definitely got. That was so good. If we can try. I mean, I'm not completely sold until we get 30 cars in here doing that. But if the racing is that good, that might become one of our staples because that was really fun to watch.
It's like our own mini version of Moon Car.
Moon car, but cooler.
Yeah.
At least I wish. Well, we're going to start working on race 3. Hopefully a little bit better of a turnout. It's going to be the Euro NASCAR at the Tsukuba outer circuit, which is a weird track. It's going to be like our normal short track package with a halfway caution. So, Aaron, if you're not racing, you got to be in charge of that. So 40 laps.
All right.
We'll throw a yellow on lap 20. That'll be the only yellow of the race. Give everybody a chance to repair their cars or change their tires, and then go green the rest of the way out. Seemed like that worked really well when we did South Boston. No, it's probably going to work decently again. So we're going to start working on getting that set up. Thank you to the viewers that we do have left. It's been a little bit of a... Compared to last week, this week has had virtually nobody attend the races. Not really sure what we did different last week that worked, considering we did a road course and a couple intermediates, so it wasn't anything special. So working on getting the next session up. Do you guys have any predictions on how this race is going to go?
Have no idea.
I've tried the Euro NASCAR on Tsukuba. It is very strange. It's not tight or loose, but something about it's just wrong. Because it is a right-hand turn oval.
We should try and race on the the regular 1000 layout or the 1000 chicane and just see what happens.
This is more of a fun race, honestly. Like, it counts for points and everything, but this is just kind of see what happens.
Maybe if we ever do some sort of e-ticket kind of thing in this series, we could do the pack racing 87s at Talladega.
That's a good idea. I mean, we have been looking to do it at Nitro 500. Just haven't really found any sponsors or haven't really got enough people. I haven't really even mentioned it to anybody, but we're trying to see if we can get enough people into the Discord server to do something like that. So you want to be able to put on a good show for everybody. So just working on getting the session up. So it's 1000 outer.
I'll get to see my cursed Euro NASCAR scheme.
It's very wrong.
I don't know. It's a little weird, but I mean, there's no Chevrolet template for it yet.
The weather, we'll put clear skies in. I believe the track is located in Japan. I'm not 100% sure though.
It is.
Okay, wave runs. So only one caution. This weird little oval. It's more of a go-kart track with it's like a wide go-kart track, honestly. Kind of a squashed version of an oval. It's kind of triangular shaped. It's a very strange track.
It's kind of like trapezoid shaped or kite shaped or something. Geno geometry.
Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, it's fun. I think this is going to be a fun race. Hopefully we can get more than 5 people in here because we're probably going to have some road rage.
Well, it's a free track with a car that a bunch of people own now, so I mean...
Hopefully we can make it work. That was a really good finish to the race, though. That Talladega finish, that was something that we're looking for. That was entertaining the whole way around. Thought Patrick Connell was finally going to get his best finish on here with a win, and then he just threw a bad block and got himself turned. Got to be frustrating for MCM.
He did get turned by Marty. More MCM disaster glass.
Apparently everybody at MCM has lost their minds tonight. Just normally very professional and doing their best to make everybody look bad, and tonight they are crashing into each other more than they're crashing into everybody else.
I think they've gotten a little too confident with their driving abilities.
Probably going to be a good points day, but still not exactly what it makes for a happy team owner when you have when the team owner and the drivers are crashing into each other.
Definitely a good point stay for me.
Okay, we got race 3 up. Euro NASCAR at Scuba Outer. We got Connell in the live chat. If you're in the Discord server, join one of the voice channels. We'll have you up in the booth and you can explain your side of what happened. He said the car bottomed out at Monza, and then Marty told him to come up and when he wasn't clear at Talladega. Sounds like the driver of the 44 are pretty frustrated with how the first 2 races of tonight have gone. Not looking good for a race 4 right now. Just haven't had the drivers show up, and we're not really getting great viewership on the stream either.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Patrick?
You know what's going up? Pure robbery. That's what's going on, and I've about had it up to here. I am. I'm on the verge of generational crash out.
I don't want to be that guy, but I've noticed that most of this has kind of come from you and your teammates wrecking into each other.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this clear here. All right, I am not to be blamed for the tomfoolery that happened between Cameron Face and Marty Shamela at Monza. You know, I'll be quite frank. We were being a little goofy, silly ourselves, and we caused that first caution because I hit the railing because I was texting and racing. That's my fault. But the last corner of Monza was the worst thing that ever happened to me in my entire life. Just pulling away from these kids, nothing but momentum. Then the car bottoms out for no reason. And then
It's because you hit a bump on the lower part of the apron. Of course, it's gonna bottom out.
I didn't notice it. It pissed me off. And then all this random. Never seen this guy before in my life. Zachary Hoke or whatever. Who the heck is this guy? And he door slams me and he turns us. How does a door slam turn me around? and then this guy, RGR development driver Chase Ingram wins the race. I mean, this couldn't get any worse. No, actually, you know what? It can. Because my own teammate, best friend of 15 years, Marty Schmela, says, "Oh, Pat, come up." And I come up, and I'm around.
Crazy bro spun.
Pat, come up. Patrick, come up. Okay, I come up. Oh, I'm around. Didn't win that race either. Golly, man. Like, I don't know what we can do here. Unbelievable.
Well,
MC Motorsports giving me no help.
I know it's a frustrating end to the Dega race, but what did you think of the new package we were trying?
It made for incredible pack racing. It was fun. I liked it. I would have really liked it had I seen Victory Lane, but I didn't. So my opinion is skewed.
Would you race an e-ticket with that?
Possibly.
It's $1 million question we have right now.
I don't have the patience for an e-ticket, I'll be honest with you. But that might be fun. I'm not going to lie. Pack racing with 87s might be worth the time.
I mean, that racing was very Moon Car-esque. Just needed some more drivers to make it a little more exciting.
Yeah, you could really get tandem drafting going.
That was the part that surprised me. I did not expect to see that with that car.
And the draft is really, really strong.
Oh, you are doing the final race, huh, Patrick?
What this track was done. I'm seeing it for the first time now. What is this?
Well, we were playing. Me and Ingram, as soon as this car came out, we're looking at weird tracks to drive it on, and we found this strange little oval. And
no,
I'm not mad.
I already knew about this track for a long time. It's just this is the first time I've ever gotten to do a race on this.
All right, well, I'm going to race. Can't wait to be P1 on the white flag and somehow end up last. So we'll see you guys.
Well, thanks for coming up in the booth and sharing your side of what happened.
Oh, anytime.
Well, that was Patrick
Kids,
Connell,
don't
everybody.
text and drive,
Yeah, we learned don't text and drive.
or you will get impaled.
Yeah, and
Life
getting
lessons with
impaled
LDogg.
is not very healthy.
No, it's not.
Well, everybody working on practice. Again, these same drivers in the field. Which I didn't switch the camera over. Okay, let's see.
Look, show him my cursed scheme.
Yeah, let's look at Ingram's curse scheme. It's a Camaro on a not Camaro body. It's very weird looking. This car itself is just weird looking in general.
I like
I wish
turns
they-
1
oh, I
and
did
2,
fuck
but
up.
3 and 4 I don't like.
I wish they provided the like the decal stickers for this car like they do with the late models. Because
I know.
in real life,
Oh, sorry. I know they run like Fords and Toyotas on the Euro Series, don't they?
yeah, they have Chevys, Fords, and Toyotas in the Euro Series. Yeah, iRacing didn't add those; they just added the generic.
I mean, this one kind of looks like a Chevy, but it doesn't have any Chevy logos on it.
It looks like the Chevy SS.
It drives like
I
a late
cannot get
model
the
with a
one.
sequential shifter and better road course handling. It's really the best way I can come up with to describe it. See, looking at the 08 machine of Wyatt Blair. Looks like it's going to be another battle of MCM versus Aaron and Ingram.
To be honest with you, 1 and 2 I like. Turn 3 I like. Turn 4 is what I have a problem with.
The angle of the corner going from 3 to 4 doesn't make any sense at all. It just gets really tight out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Like, I honestly don't know how to attack it, to be honest with you.
I think, Ingram, I
I've
think
got it figured
Connell's
out.
car might be a little bit more cursed than yours, considering it's a Dodge on a Chevy body.
That sounds like something Patrick would do.
I have seen him put Dodges on cars that I did not know Dodges could fit on, because they don't. So you got Shamela and Connell nose to tail running practice laps. Still got about 5 minutes left. Might have some other people join in. Not doing a race 4 tonight. Just haven't had the attendance to make it worthwhile for anybody to do. Unfortunately. Gonna be back to a
I
more
might
normal
have
schedule next week.
I might have figured it out in 3 and 4.
I just went fastest.
Nice.
If this race goes well, this might be another combo we kind of save for later at another time. It looks fun. Oh, you were sliding out of that corner, Ingram. Got
Okay,
Shmela
let's
stop
test how hard
sign.
it is to pass.
This track is so strange that it's really easy to miss the corner. I feel like it's going to open up a lot of passing opportunities. Oh, you just sent it in there.
I was not expecting him to break that early.
And he just drove straight into a wall. Wasn't having any of that. It didn't look like Connell was
Oh,
having
I
any
just
of it.
overshot turn 4. Me and somebody else is having a battle right now.
That's why it
What
Blair
are
in
we
front of you.
doing?
Blair misses the
I
corner.
think, I think you're definitely gonna have to take care of your rear tires.
You do get a chance to pit, but it doesn't really make sense to do it at a time that's not the halfway caution.
Oh!
And Marty Shvela just sitting in the worst possible spot. Of course.
Let me clear him off real quick. Unless he's already got off the track, which it looks like he has. Oh, he's just gonna go over there, I guess.
Good battle happening in practice. Wyatt Blair shoots wide. This might
Oh, I just went
make
wide
for
for
some
4.
good battles. Probably going to get pretty physical.
Oh, it's definitely going to be physical, especially in 3 and 4.
This car looks like it can take a beating pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a weird combo, but liking the way this practice is looking. It looks fun to drive.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to drive. And I spun it.
If it goes like the rest of these races tonight, we're not going to know who wins until somebody is punted backwards and angry in turn 4 on the final time around.
Wait, if everybody... Crap. If everybody, If everybody wrecks, will we get a yellow? Like, literally every single person.
I
If
mean,
you
yeah.
somehow manage to accomplish that, that would be the only situation where a yellow will be thrown that's not the halfway yellow. But other than that, don't throw any yellows except for the halfway point. Want to make sure the other admins are aware of that too.
I can't stop oversending turn 3.
I figured out how to set up 4. Now
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
did
really
too.
good in 1 and 2. Hey, look at that.
You're
I'm
supposed to
done.
be facing the other way.
Fun. Yeah. I felt like I needed to spin.
Good track to
Not
spin
very
out without
fast,
hitting anything.
but I figured out how to get turn 4 right.
So, final race of the night. Who do you guys think, other than yourselves, is going to have a shot to win?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, considering I'm fastest in practice, I'm probably gonna have a shot.
Okay, if you have to pick someone that's not yourself, who do you pick?
Wyatt Blair, because he's second in practice.
So we're just going off practice times,
Yes.
not the inevitable long run. Well, that's going to be the end of qualifying.
Wait. I thought qualifying was just starting.
And you are right. I got confused.
End of practice, Elda.
Okay, the beginning of qualifying. Patrick Connell, one of the first on track. His rear tires are smoking as he's making his way around.
Great.
Aaron made to the top of the board. Connell over a second and a half behind.
Ah,
I got dethroned. No. That's all right.
Wyatt Blair is more of a short track guy, so I'm not surprised he's at the front.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to stay in the booth while you're racing since we don't really have a whole lot going on?
I mean, we can if you want us to.
We might as well. There's so few cars to go on that we need filler content.
All right. Raw emotion here, ladies and gentlemen. Raw emotion.
I guess Marty's going to complete his lap, and then do you want to advance the session when he's done?
Yeah.
well, he's only on lap 1.
I said when he's done.
Hmm.
Really throwing it out wide off of turn 4. Third on the board after lap 1. Gotta wonder if he was saving any of it for the second lap or if he was going all out on lap 1.
Aaron, Marty doesn't have a voice chat turned on.
Are you serious?
I'll tell him.
Someone tell Marty.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, dude.
Well, that's going to be the end of qualifying if you want to advance it.
All right. And it's time to see how this one goes.
All right, no caution for halfway, or if literally everyone wrecks.
Yeah,
If
pretty
you all
much.
manage to have every single car on the track wreck when there's only 5 cars, there's just something seriously wrong with all of you.
Ain't no way.
This isn't like a track where you can block the track because there's grass everywhere and the walls are really far away.
Oh, we'll find a way. We will find a way.
I bet someone's gonna spin off into turn 1 and flip on that dirt bank.
Somebody's gonna overdrive turn 1.
Yeah, I definitely expect the grass to be mowed.
Yeah, I overdrove turn 1 a bunch in practice.
And then once we get out of turn 2, somebody's gonna overdrive turns 3 and 4. You know, I kind of hope Patrick Connell wins this race.
Well, I know he'd be happy.
I hope he wins for his sanity.
Qualified a whole second back.
I feel bad for him right now. I feel sorry for him.
A tough night for MCM, a good night for you two knuckleheads.
Yeah.
You guys are the only non-MCM drivers in this race.
Are we? Wow.
Because
Yep.
Wyatt Blair's in an MCM car for this one. Not the other
Well,
one.
you can. It's gonna be a lot harder to work together here because it's not a super speedway.
Yeah. Oh well.
This track, for some reason, qualifies as a road course according to iRacing.
Oh yeah, because of the rumble strips and the corners are kind of road course feel.
I mean, it's basically a glorified go-kart track.
Yeah.
In 1 and 2, it feels like there's a little bit of banking. But 3 and
Wait.
4 is flat.
Yeah.
I think I might stay in the
Imagine the
blimp.
actual Euro cars coming here.
Well, me and
I
Aiden
doubt
were
they're
looking on YouTube recently when we started talking about doing this track, and they do race cars here. And green flag is out. Side by side, Wyatt Blair and Marty Schmale into turn 1.
Oh, Blair. They both locked up.
A lot of brake lockups into 3 and 4 as well. Everyone knows detail, completing lap 1. Oh, Marty Schmale dipping his tires in the grass on the exit of turn 2. The battle between Schmale and Ingram starting to heat up a little bit. And Patrick Connell spins behind. Still going to keep it green because of the halfway caution. And Connell just decided to cut half of the track. Not really sure what that's going to mean for penalties. Marty
I
Schmale
think he's
misses turn
considered a
4.
lap down.
Yeah, that's what my scoring is saying. Schmale running it really wide on the exit of these corners. Gonna open the door for Ingram. Wyatt Blair driving
There's only
away.
4 cars left.
Yeah, Connell disconnected.
Well, a frustrating end to a frustrating night for that 44 machine. And side by side for second, Ingram roughing up Marty Schmale. See if Schmale tries to repay the favor going into 3 and 4.
Ingram, you might get wrecked.
No, I'm fine.
Tried to get there.
Payback for Monday.
Does Ingram have enough to get to the rear bumper of Wyatt Blair? Working to complete lap 7 of 40. Cutting into the lead a little bit. So Schmale started to get on the bumper again of Ingram.
I just ran my fastest lap of the race.
Looks like the rear end of these cars starting to step out more on the exit of the corner.
Ah, great. I overshot the corner.
And Marty Schmale back up to second. Ingram tries to dive it down to the inside, not able to get to the rear bumper of Schmale. And they're going to be nose to tail once again with Schmale ahead. Starting to catch up to Wyatt Blair a little bit. Gotta wonder if Blair is just trying to save his tires. Or if he uses stuff up by getting so far ahead. And Aaron Mays crashing in the background.
I saved it. I'm trying to find a rhythm, but I'm struggling right now.
That lead is rapidly deteriorating for Blair. He's made up about 0.2 of a second in a lap.
He burned his stuff up is what he did.
Kind of got to approach as like a late model, I think. We're just kind of running nose to tail, just waiting for when it's actually go time.
Yeah.
Blair's still bleeding time, down to 0.7 of a second for his lead. Going to be under attack from Marty Shamela soon. We are getting close to the halfway break, so if he's able to hang on, he will have a good advantage when everyone pits for tires.
Question is, will anybody stay out?
I mean, there's not really much of a buffer when there's only 4 cars in the race.
This is true.
And Marty Shamela is there, all over the rear bumper of that number 08 machine. Can see that 8 car closed in as we go on board with Wyatt Blair.
Okay, I definitely still got stuff on my tires. I just set my fastest lap again.
You can hear Blair hitting the rev limiter down into turn 3.
He might not be shifting to 4th gear.
Kind of stabilized in the lead. Looked like Shamela was starting to catch him and then just wasn't able to quite do anything. And going to be on the halfway caution next time by. He blew his motor.
Bruh.
Who?
Wyatt Blair
Blair
blows
blew
a
a motor.
motor.
How did he blow his motor?
Over the
He
engine
wasn't
going into 1
shifting.
and 2.
He wasn't shifting to 4th gear, I don't think.
And then there were 3.
I've
Although
not
with
even
this caution,
I've not even blown my motor, and I'm not shifting.
with this being the only caution, depending on how long it takes him to tow, he might have a chance to get back in contention, but it's not looking good.
Oh, pit road's open.
Just
Yay.
to add on to the comedy of errors that is MCM tonight, their driver leading the race, and he blows his motor by over-revving on a short track.
Marty was past pit road when it opened, so I got to pit before him.
Another tough break for him.
My tires weren't even that bad off. My right front was at 97, my right rear was at 97, my left front was at 96, and my left rear was at 94.
So we're not too bad for how much it looks like you guys are starting to struggle for grip.
Yeah.
So Shamela pits from the lead.
I should have the lead here.
Kind of strange with the way pit road opened there.
Let me not do that.
He didn't let the pace car by, so pit road opened while he was ahead of the pace car and already past pit road.
Aaron, why are you not on the track?
I lost talent.
We're under
That's
caution.
why.
We're under caution.
I lost talent. That's why. See, now I got through there a lot better.
Well,
By
3
the
cars
looks of it,
left
my
for a green
tires-
flag run to the finish.
It comes
By the
down
looks
to
of it, my
3
tires
cars.
got badly worn.
It comes down to 3 cars.
Well, The door is pretty much wide open between you guys because it looked like Blair was the strongest car in the field.
Marty is asking if I should go or if I should go on green.
Just go on green.
Yeah, go on
Yeah.
green because of the lack of a restart zone, I would think.
Okay, Aaron, I'm pretty sure you jumped the start.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I think you were ahead of me when we went.
I
Oh
mean,
well.
not gonna
we're good.
matter because
You
he
got
runs it
back
wide.
anyway.
Oh, dive to the inside. Ingram covers. Everybody with a horrible line into turn 3. None of you guys hit the line right. And Ingram has the lead. May on defense against Shamela. Shamela gonna get to the
Oh, no.
inside.
Oh no, no!
Oh, contact.
I might just let Marty go.
Will Shamela have enough to hunt down Ingram? Already leaving May in the dust. Shamela running a tighter line through 3 and 4. Seems like it's helping him get a better drive
Oh, I
off.
overspent turn 1. Great.
Oh, and a big mistake from Ingram.
Oh, you gave the win to Marty.
I don't know. They're going to be
Uh-uh.
making contact into
we
the
locked
final
up.
corner. Overshoots, and we are side by side for the lead. 12 laps to go. Still side by side. Spins the tires a little bit on the bottom. Shamela gonna
This is
overshoot the final corner.
gonna end bad.
Ingram's still fighting hard on the inside.
Oh!
Throws it in there. Completely misses the corner and drops all the way back to third.
Excuse me.
And he's
All
just
right
gonna
now.
bully
All
Aaron
right,
out
Ingram.
of the way.
Yo.
Oh.
Ingram, you're not gonna do that to me. No, Ingram, you're not gonna do that to me. I'm sorry, Ingram, but there's a line there, and that was a line.
Do we throw a caution? Oh, you blew your motor.
Hey, I blew my engine.
Yeah,
How
I
did
think
you-
we
There you
have
go.
Let's throw a
I
yellow.
blew my
so-
engine.
You know
It's gonna
what?
be a very boring finish
Yeah,
if
let's throw a
Marty's gonna
yellow
win
just
by
to
this.
see what. Let's make this more interesting because this is already.
Yeah,
Throw a
throw
yellow.
it.
Yeah, throw a yellow. I want to see what happens if everybody gets back on the lead lap. Easily, like, not top 10 moment of the year. Wrecking somebody, telling them not to cross a line, and then immediately blowing your motor.
I don't even know how I blew my engine there.
Did you over?
I don't even know how I blew my engine.
Were you on the chip?
No, I wasn't.
Very strange. I wouldn't have expected blowing the motors. Were you shifting to lower gears or something in the corner?
I mean, I was shifting down to second to get through the corner.
Aaron, are you using 4th gear?
No,
That would explain the issue.
you have to use 4th gear here.
Yeah,
What?
especially going into turn 3.
And were you able to make it to pit road? Or did
Nope.
you tow?
Nope, I'm
Okay.
waiting for a tow.
Wyatt Blair gonna get his laps back, so he's going to have a shot.
But still, though, I'm not going to be forced out of the way like that, though. I don't care.
You wrecked him in such a bad spot that he like took him a couple tries to turn around because he was right at the entrance of pit road.
Yeah. That's not going to happen. Sorry. I might look like an idiot for blowing it up, but still, I'm not going to take that.
Under normal circumstances, I'd probably get the other admins together and look at that for like a review or a penalty, but this one just is kind of a fun race at this point.
All right, the towing's done. Now I can finally go try to get laps back.
The caution laps are so short here that
we're
Wyatt
about to go.
Blair was only able to make up like one lap under this yellow. Actually, he's cutting through the grass to try to make up another lap. Just all kinds of shenanigans going on in this one. And the green flag is back out. 5 laps to go. Ingram on the outside, Shamela on the inside. Shamela overshoots turn 1 and 2, and they're side by side again. Contact made. And Shamela goes a little bit high, gonna cross over Ingram on the exit, and only 3 laps remaining. Still side by side, a little bit of contact. Another crossover move, not able to get there. Gonna throw it down into the final corner. Moves him up the track, and we are still side by side with only 2 laps to go.
Whee!
Some textbook short track racing going on at the front.
Oh, he gave the bottom up.
Side by side. White flag is out one more time around. Less than a half a mile to go. More contact made in 1 and 2. It's all going to come down to 3 and 4. They both get sideways off of the corner. Contact made. They make more contact. Ingram shoves Shamela off the track, and there's going to be side by side. It's a drag race to the line.
Oh!
And Marty Shamela by 16 hundredths of a second? Or actually gives it to Ingram. So a drag race to the line.
And I get wrecked by Blair.
We're gonna try. We gotta see if we can get Marty in the booth. That was a good finish to a terrible race. And Ingram gets to do burnouts once again tonight.
MCM didn't win a single race tonight, and they looked most dominant.
I won 2 races.
MCM had the lead going into the last lap of every single race tonight and didn't win any of them.
Wyatt Blair's in driver's chat. We can get his thoughts.
Well, I think he might be a little angry at me because I didn't realize that he DM'd me on Discord asking for a black clear because apparently you can't cut the entire track under caution.
Oh. And he is muted on iRacing too.
When does the chat ban expire?
I do not know.
I feel like it's been like that for a long time.
Boys, I had fun. I'm going to go to bed now.
Well, I'll see you, Aaron. Do you want to try to get Wyatt Blair in here for an interview? Or do you want to try to get Marty?
Marty.
That was a really good finish. It was very close. Just to top off the general insanity that was race 3. And he says no. Okay.
Hey, I got my I got my payback.
I guess he doesn't want an interview after how tonight went.
MCM disaster collapse.
That's got to be the first time in the history of iRacing that Marty Shamela didn't want to give an interview. You've only beat him by about 2 feet at the line.
Oh, he said he has to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get Blair in here. Do you want to get Blair in to close off?
Why not?
Hey, Wyatt, it's LDogg and Ingram in the booth. Do you got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, what'd you think of tonight? A little strange, but I think it was
Oh
pretty
my
fun.
god, dude. Okay, first off, I just want to say this. I do not know what happened for my car to blow up. I mean, I don't think I over-revved it. I mean,
Wyatt,
I was doing the
lem-
same thing every lap.
let me ask you this:
Yeah.
What gear were you using, or were you getting up to 4th gear?
Yeah, so I was running 4th gear on the backstretch, and then I was barely chirping it off the limiter.
On
I know I did one of the laps because I actually forgot to shift because I was watching my mirror.
well,
But
if you weren't using it into turn 1, then that's probably why.
wait, y'all are using 4th in turn 1?
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, man, that I've never seen that happen before in the history of me being on iRacing, where a car blows up like that on a road course.
Well, a couple laps
Um,
later, I don't know if you saw it, Aaron did the same thing.
Yeah, I have never seen 2 cars do it out of a freaking 4-car field. But yeah, that was actually really weird to have that happen to 2 cars in the same race. But I mean, it gave no warning signs. Our temps weren't high, nothing like that happened. Like that was just it's so odd. But yeah, I mean the car handles great on the track. Absolute clown show tonight, unfortunately for MCM. I don't know what happened here, but I guess it's a good thing there was a P2 for MCM in the last race. But yeah, not a great night for MCM. Gotta say that.
I think we figured out they had the lead going to the white flag of every single race tonight, and they don't have anything to show
crazy.
for it.
Man, I don't know what the
Or-
bad luck is tonight with MCM. I mean, maybe that's why my engine blew up. Maybe Marty's mechanic left a rag in my engine or something, and that could be my issue.
Well,
But
I was leading coming to the white flag at Monza.
oh, you were.
Yeah, and then I got sideways, and then they got by, and then they wrecked each other, and then I won.
that
I guess that's
sucks.
right.
Yeah, I know. I wrecked myself out at Monza. I don't know what was going on. I mean, it was my first day back on my sim after 6 days, and I don't know what happened there. But
Yeah, you looked
my
like you were
force
kind of
feedback
playing the
settings or
role of the
something was
wrecking
messed
ball
up.
at Monza.
Oh my god. So I tried to send it into one that one time. That's when I like pretty much wrecked myself out and went back up the track. But um, I tried to go in the one and all 4 wheels got off the ground. And for whatever reason, when I landed, my wheel tweaked out and jerked right and then left and then right and then left. And then I tried to straighten it out and I could not hold it on the bottom. Like it just wouldn't hold on the bottom, which I've never had that happen. But you know,
Is
it wasn't
that
an issue in the other race. So.
Is that when you came up into me?
Yeah, I came up into you and Marty and I killed everybody. But yeah, Talladega was good. Definitely need to do that car track combo again. That was an absolute blast.
Did you like the
Those cars
package?
handle great. Oh yeah, dude, the package is so much better than stock. I know in the stock car, the stock version of that, I should say, when you're out in front, it's really easy to get loose and you'll just end up going around on your own for whatever reason. And that wasn't at all an issue in that package. Like I wasn't really loose at all unless somebody like bumped me wrong. But other than that, it was perfect racing. It was a great drafting package.
Yeah,
That's for
you're
sure.
welcome for the package. It's literally just the default setup. It's literally just the default setup with an increased spoiler angle and then 90% horsepower. That's it.
That's simple. That's really simple.
Would you run an
Yep.
e-ticket with that combo?
Yeah, I mean, how many laps are we talking for the e-ticket?
Well, this is still like very, very early idea phase, but I'm thinking of a Nitro 500.
Kind of like a the IDK style
Yeah,
e-ticket.
except
Yeah,
even
yeah.
more poorly run.
Oh, yeah. That's hard to do, but yeah.
Or a
Let's do
Daytona
200 laps
250 or
there,
something.
you know? 200 laps, torture all of us.
I'm not sure what was going on tonight. Like, we had such a good car count last week, and then we go to this week, and we're doing all ovals, and we still have no one show
I don't
up.
understand it. I mean, we had
We
2
had
weeks
20
ago,
cars
I
at
think
Sonoma.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
how do we have
yeah, we
5
had
at Dega?
yeah. Which, I mean, we didn't think we were going to have 20 at Sonoma. So that was odd. I mean, I would have expected there to be at least like 30 or 40 trying to come to Dega, because that's how it usually is on the super speedway. But you never know. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah,
Never seen that happen before here or anywhere for that matter.
I mean, can't complain. We're still kind of in the building stages of the series. But
Yeah,
thanks for
and I
racing with us tonight.
yeah, thank you. Hopefully next week I won't blow my engine up, and hopefully Aaron also won't blow his engine up. But
We have a very low bar for
yeah,
next week.
yeah. I think we just kind of have to have a low bar here. But yeah, hey, I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully MCM also has a better night next week than tonight, because tonight was a night we're not going to want to remember.
Yeah, well, thanks for giving us some of your time, Wyatt.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, I guess it's time to sign off now, Ingram. You got any last things you want to say to the let's try to the 0 people who are still watching? What do you have to say to them?
Dude, I'm the only one watching.
Just cap
Well,
off tonight.
you know that he kills and is evil. Please like, subscribe, share, and tip to support the LDogg 48 gaming YouTube channel.
Well, thank you to everyone who tuned in. We're going to be back next week with hopefully a more normal schedule and just